What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get it started. Now, Aisha Modi is back. You all remember when I brought you the video about Aisha Modi attacking and warning Shatta Wale and the promoters of the Independence show for sabotaging, Stoneboy. Now the show is over, but she's back in the news again, and this time around, she's attacking loudmouth woman. You all know loudmouth woman, the woman that works at Adom FM and likes to shout and use Shatta Wale as toothpick, chewing whatever, chewing stick, eyeshadow, whatever. Everything in her life is Shatta Wale. If she doesn't talk or attack or insult Shatta Wale, she's never okay. We all know that woman, right? I will never mention her name, but just by the description, I know you know. AKA something Gloga. I hope you guys know the song. So, Aisha Modi is attacking her and also defending, surprisingly, Shatta Wale. Warning her not to talk about Shatta Wale again. And that when she insults Shatta Wale, she's going to come for her. Aisha Modi is going to come for her, right? And why is all these things coming up? It's all because of the recent video that came out with Kofi Adoma Wanweni. We all know Kofi Adoma, one of the most outstanding journalists in the country, works for several radio stations and also TV stations, but has his own brand, Kofi TV. In the wake of his the bullet, the gunpowder incident and all that stuff, he came out recently to talk about what had transpired and all that stuff. It was a lengthy video, very sad one, in a sad state. You can see the man was speaking from pain, right? But right after that, there's been a lot of people sharing their thoughts on social media. Some are just in support of Kofi Adoma and saying their prayers to him that things get better, right? And others are just, questioning stuff in general, typical Ghanaian stuff. And whatever is going on with Kofi Adoma, may God be with you. And I hope you find peace in your heart and healing. Now, let's get straight to the topic. Now, Aisha is not happy that this loudmouth woman is attacking Kofi Adoma, saying all sort of things about Kofi Adoma. But you see, she is aware that this woman is biting more than she can chew. And she's being a nuisance in the Ghanaian entertainment space and punditry and whatsoever, right? TV, radio, whatever. Now, Aisha is coming out to talk about this very one because she considers Kofi Adoma's wife family. In fact, she says she is family. And so because of that, if she can come online to defend other people who are not even family, how much more her family, right? And you see, Aisha was very particular about something. The fact that Kofi Adoma's wife is royalty. She is a king or a chief whatsoever. Not a queen, but has a chieftaincy title, right? And I guess a lot of things started springing up in my mind, You see, agrobeswa nefi anapa, and there are things that we could have stopped earlier on when loudmouth woman started attacking Shatta Wale in the industry. Simply because people do not care enough about Shatta Wale, or they feel it's okay that everybody can have a field day with Shatta Wale. No one said a thing about it. But now that she has grown wings and everything has escalated to another level that she has no boundary and she can attack royalty, she can attack chiefs and all that stuff, Aisha is getting worried. Now, you see, before anybody gets this type of credibility or boldness or confidence to showcase such nuisance on a broader scale in a country like Ghana, there might definitely be some blueprints. And the blueprints, sadly, is coming from the same person, a woman, Aisha Modi, who is now defending another woman, because another woman who learned from her has now gone overboard. To put it in perspective, Aisha Modi is now defending Kofi Adoma's wife because she's family, simply because loudmouth woman is being insulting to her. And we all know how controversial Aisha Modi has been, saying all manner of things that shouldn't be said on TV and all that kind of stuff. I know backdoor, a lot of people say good things about her, that she's a good person, and I've not experienced her personally, so I can't say what type of a person she is. But let's stick to what it's in the media domain for us all to consume. It is quite sad that we've given this woman, this loudmouth woman, the chance to become this big. And platform after platform, she was being empowered to speak simply because she was speaking against Shatta Wale. Simply because she would insult Shatta Wale anytime, any moment, any opportunity she gets. And for the fact that some people or some media machinery in our industry do not like Shatta Wale, they would support her to do her bit. And now, Aisha Modi wants to correct things by saying or sending a warning to her not to touch Kofi Adoma Wawani's wife or Kofi Adoma himself, and also Shatta Wale. It's a very dicey one. These are areas where it's very difficult. You came just about a week or so ago, and you were all over Shatta Wale, saying all sort of things that had no merits. That you would flop Shatta Wale's show and accusing Shatta Wale of basically sabotaging Stonebwoy's show, whereas Shatta Wale has got nothing to do with it. Shatta Wale wasn't even in London, and Shatta Wale was just trying to support 3 Ghanaian promoters that are doing something unique for the first time. The other day I was listening to Bulldog on the Showbiz Daily thing, United Showbiz, where she made mention of the fact that Alodia Promotions, West Coast, and Akwaba UK, during the days when they started these event things in Ghana, they were the first to actually consider such a monumental event center as the O2 Indigo. At the time, no African promoters were even considering that side. They all think about the smaller stages to host their parties, the event halls that are smaller for community whatnot projects and all that stuff, right? And the fact that these very promoters have this mindset or had this mindset to catapult the whole performance bit to another level and to a respectable one, that is where we have promoters from the Nigeria tapping in and going for bigger auditoriums, you understand? And when people are business minded, all they need to see is that someone shows them the way, someone shows the blueprint, and they know it can be done, and then they follow suit. This is rather unfortunate that Shatta Wale was trying to support those people, because for the first time, they are coming together to fight for the Ghana music industry. They are coming together to share resources so that they can host bigger events, because we are trailing. The Ghanaian entertainment scene with the promoters and everything in the UK started some of the biggest shows. They started putting together proper events, but now they are nowhere to be found. They are way behind. And so for the first time, some are coming together to actually start making things work properly. And Shatta Wale sees this and is supporting them. And you, Aisha Modi, who behind the scenes knows a lot of these things and the impact this can have on the culture, came out attacking Shatta Wale. So you are actually giving room for other people like this loudmouth woman to attack Shatta Wale for no reason. And this is where we are, and that is the plight of the industry. Those of you who are closer to some of the events and some of the happenings, backdoor happenings of the industry, who can actually speak truth to the matter any time of the day, you don't do it. And you allow people like this loudmouth woman to gain some sort of credence in the industry so that people see her. She can talk, and to the tune of having her own show, simply because some of you have enabled her to be this powerful. Because she's of a bad influence. And for the mere fact that she can say anything she wants and no one speaks against it. Sometimes I question myself, if we have elders in the industry who control things, who can pull plugs. And this is why Shatta Wale always goes out of his way to attack these people. Because it's like in the Ghanaian music industry, there is no respect. There is no borderline respect for anyone. We don't know who preceded who and who has done impactful things in the industry and needs to be respected. And even if criticisms are to be channeled towards that line, it must be in a constructive way. I mean, some of these things, we need to start looking at it in a very different way. And yes, a lot of people might be applauding Aisha Modi for wanting to fight for Shatta Wale, but the harm has been caused. The harm has been caused. Are you only doing it today because it affects your sister or your family person? Is it something you're going to do forever because you know the truth, because you know the caliber of person Shatta Wale is, because you know he's a legend that needs to be respected, because you know he's carving the path for other people to follow, because you know his impact can never be erased in the entertainment scene, and people like this loudmouth woman must be stopped at all costs from disgracing and disparaging this type of remarks in the industry. Ona nibi kume yes ani wokwa lojugba. Nibi kume yes ani wokwa lojugba. Ganyo formo bijibo. Ewani ganyo formo bijibo kemo koteshi. Ni ewie keshi ni ama bo tete ne sanishikwen oteshi ni owie noko. Ona bo ne sanishikwen oteshi ni owie noko. Shi wani woha hegbe. Ni me nije game afomo biye ka wo hia ba chumo shikpon. I mean, these things do happen a lot, and I think it's high time we start looking at some of the things properly. So to my sister Aisha Modi, if you ever get to watch this video, this is just my 2 cents to you. A lot of people respect you outside of all this media thing, I know, because they've experienced you. But what of those of us who have never experienced who you truly are? The image we have of you on the social media platforms, is that what you truly want to be known for? Why can't we put what is right in its own proper lane so that the younger ones coming will also have something to fall back on and to follow? Because it's like we are just carving a path and we don't care how crooked it is behind us. Charlie, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. My name is MORDIN, and here on this channel is always about positivity. If anybody comes to you with a negative vibe, you know what to do. Peace.